Hello. So, we're having some weird issues with my computer. I don't really know what's wrong with it because it keeps going between working fine and really not working fine. So, we're just gonna cross our fingers and pray that it kind of works. But that being said, I cannot guarantee this is going to be a very long stream or that we'll get into a lot of art creating. Because I don't know if it's even gonna work smooth enough. It was definitely being pretty choppy. So, let me know if like my voice cuts in and out or you get a lot of like buffering, because I can't really tell right now how well it'll run. It says everything's fine right now, but a minute ago it was really not fine, so we'll see. So yeah, we might just do like more of a chat and catch up kind of thing rather than get into a lot of art. I'll still see if I can doodle something and it'll kind of show up well. I'm not sure how much it'll lag though. So just disclaimer, this might be a really low effort, just chill stream. But I think that is okay. What am I doing right now? Making sure everything's working. We don't have our background music here. Now we should. So as always, let me know if levels are good, if my music is loud enough, my voice is loud enough, all that stuff. And, yeah, we'll just kind of get into it and see what happens. Let me see. Okie dokie. I am pretty much prepared, except that I just spent the last like half an hour trying to figure out what the technical difficulty was and how to solve that, so I was prepared and then I became less prepared. But it's okay. We'll manage. We make it work. So I saw a bunch of people in chat here. We got Cabbage, Rice, Strawberry, and Arashi. Hello everybody, and hello to anybody that I didn't see as well, if you're just listening. I don't have any specific plans of what I wanted to draw. This is kind of just a chill like doodle stream because I, at the beginning of summer break, always have like no motivation or ideas as far as like creative projects and stuff goes. So I just kind of have to like force myself to get back into it, and then like I'm fine. I'm good. But yeah, I think it's just kind of like my brain going, oh, I'm on break. I don't have to do anything now, and so it just won't do anything. But I had a random bout of inspiration yesterday, so I started working on a recording for another video, so I can't unfortunately show you what I was drawing for that because it's for a future video. But yeah, I have a drawing in the works that I'm having some fun with. It's kind of like an environmental thing. I kind of teased about it on Twitter if you're following me there. I literally just shared like my Pinterest board, or a little sneak of it, of like some of the like pictures I'm using for inspiration. So it just can give you like a little bit of an idea of the vibe of the piece I'm working on. But I don't make a lot of environmental pieces. I really enjoy making them, but I don't often. So it's kind of a fun little thing to get into. Need to push yourself to draw sometime soon too. Need to improve your penmanship. Absolutely. Yeah. I agree. Get to work. Get good, scrub. Yeah, no, but for sure, it's like really just something at some point you just kind of have to force yourself to do, because if you just wait for inspiration to strike forever, it's not gonna happen. I feel like sometimes the longer you go between like drawing and whatnot, the harder it is to like actually get that motivation, kind of depending on the situation, because if it's just art block, sometimes you have to wait it out. But if you just kind of like go a long time with not drawing and not caring to practice, then like it's easier to just go and just not do it. So you do have to kind of just force yourself back into it. Doing nothing during break is the best. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about breaks because I like sitting around and doing nothing for a few days and then I get bored. But I don't like having like busy work, like homework and stuff like that. So I don't know. I like having projects to do that are just fun projects. So I always like make a list of things I want to do over the summer and then don't end up getting most of them done. But yeah, I always have like sewing projects I want to do or like drawings I want to make and stuff like that. I've been considering getting back into like working on a comic because I really want to do that, but I never actually like finish comics that I start, and I feel a little bad, and I don't know if I want to start another one to just never finish, but we'll see. Haven't drawn in like a year, but these videos make you feel inspired. Aw, I want to draw something during summer too? Do it! Absolutely! You can even draw along with my videos. I like to do that with Draw With Me style content a lot. I'll have like the video or the stream or whatever up on like my laptop, and then I'll have like my sketchbook out and I'll be sketching or whatever while watching. It's really a good way to get inspiration because it kind of feels like you're drawing along with someone. Currently drawing right now? Perfect! That's what I like to hear. Accurate, sometimes you do have to tell yourself to draw? Yeah, absolutely. Especially when like it's like your job or I don't know, like you have something you have to do. Like for me, I have art classes, so sometimes I have to force myself to do homework for them and stuff like that. Like when there's like deadlines and stuff, like that makes it harder to motivate you because then it's like something you have to do, but then you really do just have to force yourself to do it. But even when it's just like a hobby and something fun, like sometimes what you enjoy doing just feels like a chore, and it's very strange how that works, but it happens. Feel that. Always pack your breaks full of trips, meetings, and just driving places. Unfortunately, can't work on anything since all your stuff is packed up on storage. Ooh, yeah, that stinks. Just described your position. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. It's okay, we all get that. Yeah, I'm always kind of going in and out of like just all I want to do is draw and the last thing I want to do is draw. And it kind of stinks, but it's okay. So, recent art projects I've been working on. I have not been doing a lot of personal art just for myself. Mostly like work for classes or other things, but I got into acrylic painting recently. I'm a painter. It never like completely clicked with me, but recently I've been really enjoying it. And it's kind of like weird and random because like I've tried acrylic painting before and just like not liked it, didn't have fun with it. I was like, this isn't my thing, and just like kind of gave up on it. And then last year I had like one project for an art class that I decided to do with acrylics for some unknown reason to myself. I don't even know why I felt like I should do that when I had never really been into acrylics, but I tried it and I had a lot of fun with it, and I got a lot of positive critique on it in my class because I was like, yeah, I'm not really an acrylic painter, but I tried my best. And they were like, this is the first acrylic painting you've made? Are you serious? So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm not quite as pathetic as I thought. So traditional mediums just are really satisfying. Yeah. Acrylic painting sounds fun? Yeah. It is fun. I still have not completely figured it out. Like, I don't know, like rendering, I guess? Like, I don't know what the disconnect is, because I can render with, like, colored pencils and other, like, softer mediums, but for some reason, I just, maybe it's because they're more opaque. I'm not quite sure how to, like, blend it properly or something, but so far, most of the acrylic paintings I've done have been more, like, graphic, more, like, simplistic, without a lot of blending and stuff. So I kind of have to experiment still with, like, blending and and shading and stuff. But I also got some Posca markers, which for anyone who don't know them are like acrylic based markers, so it's basically just acrylic paint in a marker, and those are really fun and like perfect for like a more graphic style. So I've been having fun with that kind of thing. Feels good to be good. Yeah. Currently into paper mache. That's cool. It's a little bit of a different one. I don't hear a lot of people say that they're into paper mache, but I love that. It's fun, it's crafty, it's, you know, get your hands messy. I don't know what it is about just having crafty, messy hands, but it's satisfying. I love having paint all over my hands, and I feel like paper mache. Honestly, haven't made too many acrylic paintings. Yeah. Before this year, I had made like none. I think I made one when I was like 8, 11, somewhere in that age range. And I thought it was good at the time, but it was actually awful. You know, as childhood art tends to be. Well, we've got a little warm-up doodle. Now, let's see. So these characters I've been thinking about doing stuff with recently. And this also might be a little bit of a tease on like kind of what my new video idea is gonna be around. But I have these little characters I designed a while ago that I haven't done much with, but their concept is that they're like kind of like childhood, like kids book characters, like more simplistic, little cartoony like animal characters. And my whole concept for them was just to make like a big series of drawings that was just kind of like them exploring, so like different environmental pieces in like what like fantasy style, like woods, or like a city, or just like all different kinds of things, and just showing them like exploring and having a good time. And that didn't get very far when I made them. I think I made like 3 illustrations and then I stopped. But I've been kind of revisiting that idea and coming up with kind of a idea for a project revolved around that idea. Yeah, so that's what's kind of in my brain right now. Do not messy with paint? Well then, you are not real. Unacceptable. If you do not have paint on your hands when you're done with a painting, there's something wrong with you. That's like psychopath behavior. Paper mache sounds really unique and challenging. It really does. I think that sounds like fun. What? That was a fast doodle. Yeah? Thank you, I think? Yeah, my warm-up doodles do tend to be pretty fast, but I think, being able to doodle quickly like that is a good skill for an artist to learn, personally. Hello. I don't remember how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. But hello, welcome. Yeah, we're just talking about art projects and stuff right now. And I'm doodling this little dude. Oh, his buttons are not right. There we go. So this is Clarence. He's just a little cat. And he has a friend who's a dog, and I always forget how to draw her bangs, so I might have to pull up a reference of her. But yeah, the two of them just go on adventures, and yeah. I've considered actually writing like a children's book with these characters. I think it'd be fun. Challenging when the paper's too wet to do anything? Yeah, this is true. Been super hyper fixated on something, so I haven't talked on the server for a while. That's totally fair, and no worries. I have no issue with people like completely disappearing and then turning up later and interacting again. I mean, I think we all kind of did that a little bit. Like, the Discord server had been really quiet for a while, and I was not interacting much because I was busy with, like, the end of the semester and everything. But then, like, recently, people have started interacting again, and I don't know if it's because I came back or if, like, everybody's on break or what, but I'm kind of here for it. Let's see if I have a reference of the other character. Here we go, I have this drawing of him. There we go. So these are the characters. This one's Clarence that I was just doodling. And then that's Peanut Butter. I don't know why I decided to give one a normal human name and one a ridiculous animal name, but that's how it is. Dreaded finals really do slow servers. Find they always pick up during summer or general break periods. Yeah, especially when you have a lot of like high school and college age people in the servers. It happens. This week is your last week before finals. Ooh. So you're coming up to finals. Oof. Good luck. Yeah, it'll be nice to have a break after that. We all are ready for break. Yep, everyone is always ready for break. Even adults in full-time careers are ready for a break from their job at all times. I always have to relearn how to draw these characters though, because I draw them so rarely. And when I come back to them, it's like I haven't drawn them in very long, so I don't remember how to draw them. And also because I don't really draw animals much of any kind. So I'm not that good at them. It's just part of the reason why these guys are more chibi-like than animal-like. Copying notes for an open book exam. Oh yeah. Open book exam is huge. I second what Lucas said. Except the only time when they stink is when the professor intentionally tries to trick you by making the questions things that are like the most weird little details about the book that you can't even find, and it's like, why? Like, nobody needs to know that ever. But usually they're nice. So ready for break too, but still have a few exams. Oof. All you guys still in school, I feel for you. Good luck with your exams as well. Everyone seems to have late exam periods. Yeah, I guess depending on the place, it's different people get out of school at different times. My mom teaches in a middle school, and she's still in school too. They haven't gotten out yet. So, I guess it's a combination of the area, the type of school, etc., etc. Open book exam basically just means that you can use the textbook, or like, sometimes it includes notes you've taken in the class. So, it's more about finding the answers than remembering the answers. Yeah. It might be an American thing, to be honest. I mean, I feel like American school systems have a lot of things that were created to make students' lives easier, to help like struggling students catch up or something like that. And not that they work, but yeah. Strange because the graduation is tomorrow, but finals still continues here Tuesday. Ew. I'm not a fan of that. In Canada, and you think that you have those? It could even be a Canada and US thing. I don't know. Mainly American tends to mean the test will be very hard and that the textbook won't help as much, or your teacher is very nice. Yeah. It could be one or the other. Sometimes it is like a really complicated, weird test that like is impossible without the textbook, and other times, I know like in college, like I have some open book tests I'll have that's just like my professors really don't care that much. Like they just want you to pass the class. So they just make it easy. Sometimes in language exams you get to use dictionaries. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, kinda. That's kinda nice. I did not enjoy language exams when I was taking Spanish. I kind of faked my way through Spanish. I didn't know what was going on ever. So then when we had like the oral exam and had to have a conversation with the teacher, I had no idea what I was saying. It was rough. Or math, that collection of papers with math formulas on it? Yeah. It is too much of a pain to memorize math formulas, and I do not care for when teachers make you memorize a whole bunch of formulas, so I definitely appreciate when you're allowed to like have a paper or something that has them. You know, that makes sense though, Lucas, that you would have time just for graduation practice, because you guys have like a whole like complicated ceremony with cool stuff. A little more than most schools. Seniors already took their finals. Yeah. I remember, yeah, when I was in high school, the seniors got like, I think one less week than everybody else or something. They all left early. As like a, I don't know, a celebration that they're done or whatever. And then like for the last week, they called the juniors the new seniors, because they were the rising seniors. So they'd be like, well, all the seniors are gone, now you guys are the head of the school. So the juniors all got really cocky that last week. I had a French exam and didn't understand anything. Oh yeah. Yep, I feel that. Have fighter jets for graduation. Yeah. Lucas gets all kinds of cool stuff at his school's graduation. Is stream still running? I see we're getting buffering. Let me know in chat if you still hear me. I just want to make sure that the stream's actually working. Taking over the senior lounge. Yeah. I'm back? Awesome. Okay. Okay, good. Good to know. It's kind of flashing in and out, I feel like. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, but schools are fascinating. Oh, but I was talking about my AP exams. We had to take these exams at the end of the year that, like, if you're in an American school system, you might know how that works already, but basically just if we got a certain grade on the exam, we could count that class as a college credit, which was really nice, except that I didn't get any college credits from it because I got overwhelmed by the exams because it was like 5 hours straight. Like, it was a multiple choice exam with like hundreds of questions, and then immediately afterwards 3 essays in like 2 hours or something like that we had to write. By the time I got to the essay portion, I had no brain cells left, and I literally took a nap during my exam instead of finishing it. So that's how that went. Maybe it's just your lag, I'm not sure, but I think there's a good possibility it's on my end. I'll probably wrap up soon. I know it's a short one, but I just don't know what's going on with my laptop today. And for our next stream, maybe I'll hijack Arashi's computer because it's higher processing. It works a little better. Also didn't get any credits. They said they didn't take anything. Aw, man. Yeah, there's always that possibility too. Like, I did have 1 college credit for a education class from high school, and then when I went to my current university, I like technically have the extra credit as like a an extra, but it doesn't count towards any of my classes because they want me to take very specific classes for their degree. So yeah, it kind of stinks when that happens. Yeah. Stream is lagging. 'Tis how it is. We'll probably wrap up pretty soon because I doubt it's gonna clear up. But we got some time to chat and catch up, which is great. And I guess since we didn't have a super long one this time, we'll have more to talk about next stream too. Would love to visit the Philippines and Iceland. That sounds lovely. I've seen some beautiful pictures of Iceland. It just looks like a really pretty place. I know less about the Philippines, but I mean, it sounds cool. You're going to Germany. Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I would love to visit other countries. Top of my list is Japan and Italy, but I'd also love to visit Ireland and pretty much anywhere else, I'm gonna be honest. Traveling just sounds like fun. Yeah. And I'm blanking on what country it is, but the place where they filmed The Lord of the Rings. Can't believe I'm blanking on it. But yeah. I'd love to go actually like visit Hobbiton. Going to your grandparents in the countryside? Oh, that sounds lovely though. I would love to hang out on a farm, taking care of chickens and ducks and just vibing in the German countryside. Might revisit New York City. Ooh. New York City is fun. I haven't been in years, but last time I went, I don't remember how old I was. I was a teenager, I think. And we went and we saw the Rockettes perform. It was Christmas season, so like all of the Christmas lights were up and we got to see the big old Christmas tree in the Rockefeller Center. It was pretty cool. When I was little, we used to go to New York like every year because our one of our grandparents lived up there, but no longer. Go every year. It takes like 12 hours by car. Oh boy. Would love to visit America too, but your friend went there and got robbed. Oh, I mean, every country I feel like is dangerous to visit to some degree. Like I've definitely had like American friends who visited Europe and almost gotten kidnapped. So I think there's a risk of things like that happening pretty much anywhere. Just, it's important to be safe when you travel, you know. Make sure any of your like important belongings and your wallet and stuff are close to you, not in a bag that's easy to snatch from. And it's best to go with someone else, like keep a buddy system basically, just to be extra safe. But yeah, there's always a risk of stuff like that happening. Well, Lucas, maybe we should go visit New York City together sometime. Now, I could literally drive there, and then you could take a plane. We can meet somewhere. Maybe. We'll see. You get used to the ride? Yeah, eventually when you're doing it often enough, I'm sure it gets pretty normal. Like, I used to hate, like, even driving for an hour, and now I drive 3 hours to get to college and home from college, and like a 3-hour drive feels like pretty much nothing to me now. Go with a group if you can, absolutely. Wouldn't survive for 12 hours with your motion sickness? Ooh, yeah, that's really fair too. I get car sick sometimes, so I have like strategies to help with that. I prefer sitting in the front seat. If you were watching the road, that really helps. Kind of like being able to see the motion. And stock up mints, especially Lifesavers are really good because the menthol is really good for nausea. Danger going to your grandparents is try not to run into too much wildlife. Oh yeah, I like wildlife in the woods though. Take the hit and wait longer to save up money. Yeah, understandable for sure. I just don't have money to buy that. Had a lot of, what do you call it? I'm blanking on the word. Why am I done? It was not a pleasant ride. It was pretty bumpy. So I just have that in my head. I'm worried about that happening again, but yeah. Chewing gum is also another way to beat nausea, yeah. I don't think that one really works for me, but I know it works for a lot of other people. You like road trips, but you're never the one driving? I actually like being the one driving. I think it's best to switch off, because you do get really stiff if you're just sitting there in driving position with your foot on the gas the whole time. But I enjoy driving. It's like when I drive like to college, my sister and I kind of take turns driving. And it's kind of fun doing both, because when you're the passenger, you can look out the window and observe everything, but when you're driving, it's just, I don't know, it's satisfying. But I might just be weird. You don't get air sick, but you get car sick. That's really interesting. Carry a big bag in your glove box for car sickness? Yeah, he does. Perfumes and scents help. I'm learning new things. Yeah, I love the woods. Let me see. There's so much going on in chat. I love it, but I'm trying to read everything. I'm being slow. You might go pick up tea. Oh! Picking tea. I've never done that. I want to learn about foraging. And go pick up like wild leaves and flowers and stuff and make like teas and stuff like that with them, because that just sounds like so much fun to me. I love that idea. Labrador tea grows in the woods out in your grandparents' property. Ooh, awesome. Yeah. Cinnamon tea, I agree with that. I'm actually drinking cinnamon tea right now. I don't know what my favorite is, because I feel like it depends on my mood. I love black teas in general. And a jasmine tea or an oolong tea is also really good. And I love like milk teas. When I go and get boba tea, I almost always get like just a classic black milk tea or whatever their house milk tea is. Chais are really good too. I kind of go through phases. Like sometimes all I want to drink is Earl Grey. Sometimes all I want to drink is a spiced tea. And Constant Comment, which is like an orange spice, I drink that one a lot too. Strawberry tea, also, yes. Fruity teas are honestly so refreshing. I don't drink them as often as black teas, but they're really nice on a summer day. Little wild strawberries grow in their fields. I love that for you. We just found some wild strawberries in our backyard, and it surprised us because, like, we have a, like, you know, nicely mowed backyard with no wild plants, but there are wild strawberries, like, everywhere right now, and they just came out of nowhere. But they're, like, in the flower beds, so it looks like maybe someone a long time ago planted them, and they're just, like, having a resurgence or something, but it's great. Foraging is fun, but you're always concerned you might eat something poisonous. That's why I haven't done it yet. I'm a little intimidated to do all the research, like learning about all the lookalikes and what is and isn't poisonous and stuff. But someday I will, because I just love the idea of it. You also get raspberries and occasional blueberries. Ugh. I used to pick wild raspberries with one of my aunts. There was like a whole trail. She lived on a mountain, and there was this long trail that was just covered in raspberry bushes, and they were so good. But at some point they blocked the trail because they didn't want people doing that. We were probably the problem. Strawberry anything is so yummers. Yeah. I agree. I love strawberry flavored things. They have rhubarb growing in the yard. Oh, they have so many things. Tea is made with cinnamon? Yeah, you can make tea with just about anything. Yeah. It's like typically a black tea because it goes well with the flavor of black tea. Yeah, green tea's good. Matcha is very good. I like matcha with like other flavors too. Like I got a matcha strawberry latte tea. Which I think the latte part just means there's a bunch of milk added, but it was pretty good. Let's see. There's plants that hurt you, but they taste good. Like peppers? I've never heard of using poison ivy to cook with. We avoid poison ivy as much as possible. But poison oak is worse than poison ivy, but both of them you don't even want to touch because you touch them and like their oils or whatever will get on your hand and then it'll give you a rash. So I can't imagine cooking with that. Can make tea and soup out of it. Tea you can make with just about any edible plant. Yeah, because you soak any plant in water and then it becomes tea. I don't think I've heard of nettle tea. I might have to look that up. Tastes good. I'll make a note to look into that because I'm curious. But it does not surprise me that there's a plant that is like poisonous or like somewhat hurts you, but that people eat because that just sounds like human behavior. We've done that with so many things. Like things that are spicy. are like that because they're trying to make animals not eat them. And yet we go, this feels cool, and we eat it anyway. It might be a regional thing. Clover tea. Yeah, I think I've heard of that actually. I haven't tried it, but maybe I'll look into it. Curious about what grass tea tastes like? Well, I'm sure some people would like it. I've put grass in my mouth and I mean, it's not like a bad flavor, but I don't feel like it's a desirable flavor, but I feel like Arashi would eat grass, so he might like a grass tea. You see leaves off random trees as a kid? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like a lot of kids have done that. Sounds like something my sister would do. Plant's defense became its downfall. Yeah, that poor pepper plant. Thought it was safe until humans. Had basil tea. Ooh, I should try that. I like growing basil plants. As a kitten, you used to eat bugs. I believe that too. I've heard of kids doing that. One of my brothers ate crickets at one point. They actually like make them flavored for people to eat, which is interesting, but apparently they taste kind of like pistachios. Normally colorful means poisonous. This is true. And with plants like leaves, a lot of the time a poisonous plant will be like kind of shiny or have some color to it. Like there will be some red leaves or like a almost plastic like shine to them. Yeah, so don't put anything in your mouth if it's shiny. Yeah, kids really don't have the sense of danger. I might have had as a kid, but I was just a weirdly nervous kid. A lot of kids don't understand the concept of this leaf could kill me. You ate so much Play-Doh. I tasted Play-Doh once and I did not like it. Never had bugs, but they made you eat an ant in the desert once. Oh. Whoop. You ate paper? I've had friends who ate paper. Dandelion is actually edible. Some people put them in salads. I think there's also dandelion tea. So I've been tempted to kind of start with that as far as foraging goes, because I know that's safe. And like, we don't use pesticides in our yard, so I could go into the backyard and pick dandelions and like cook with them. But I would definitely be careful of doing that in a neighborhood, because a lot of people do use pesticides and stuff in their yards, and so that makes them not safe to eat. Packing peanuts. I feel like I always got the temptation to eat packing peanuts, but like they look edible, but they're not. Let's see. Have heard of dandelion salad, sort of Great Depression era food? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Your grandma has a good recipe. Ooh. Very bitter, huh? I've heard people say they're sweet, but I think people who say that dandelions are sweet are people who forage like a lot of wild things, and a lot of wild things are kind of bitter. You see a sheet of paper and you must restrain yourself not to chew on it. I have to restrain myself not to rip it up in tiny pieces, because it's satisfying to rip paper. Plants, Let's see, basil. This conversation is really making me want to experiment with different types of teas. go into the backyard and pick some flowers and see how they taste. I want to eat so much lettuce right now. Very valid. Okay, but what's your favorite type of lettuce? Do you prefer like iceberg, romaine, etc.? For me, I love the crunch of romaine lettuce. Not romaine, iceberg lettuce. When it's about the texture, I love to have a little bit of iceberg. But for flavor, I like romaine. It's very good like on a burger or a sandwich. And it looks nice, because it just looks like a leaf. Old packing peanuts were made from cornstarch? I had no idea. I've learned something new today. Cauliflower is delicious. I agree. Could eat salad every day for the rest of my life and not get tired. I like salads a lot, and I feel like there's so much you can do with them. I am also a meat enjoyer. It would be hard for me to live without meat. But you can also put meat in a salad. There's just so many options. Iceberg lettuce is your favorite? Salad with tomato and carrot. Yes. I like a little tomato. I also like sweet peppers. A good old bell pepper is like my favorite thing. Green leaf lettuce. You like to chew on cinnamon bark. I don't think I've heard of that one, but I could see why that would be good. I like cinnamon a lot. I just don't usually have it by itself. Yes, the packing peanut lore is very important. God bless autism. Have a compulsory chewing stim. I understand. I used to chew like all the time. I had a problem of like always wanting to chew on like chocolate. I don't know why. I think it was like the chocolates that have like some nuts or something on the inside, so it's got a bit of a texture and it was just like satisfying to chew. But then like that ends up being way too much chocolate. So it was not a good thing. But I don't really do that so much anymore. The chewing thing. People still make packing peanuts with cornstarch. Did not know that. Sometimes you go vegetarian or vegan so you don't need to eat the very sketchy meat they serve at school. That's very fair. I get that, yeah. There is some meat like in our school cafeteria that I avoid because it just doesn't look safe. But I try to keep meat in my diet because like I need the protein. I'm too small. I need more protein. So eggs, meat, that kind of thing. Summer of 19 used to eat I don't know how that's pronounced, every single meal for 2 weeks straight. Didn't eat it again for like 3 years. I get that. There was a year where my sister made ramen like every single day, and I ate it like every single day, and I got so sick of it that I had like an irrational like response to ramen. Like I would feel nauseous thinking about eating it for like a few years. And then like just this year I've started eating ramen regularly again. Used to bite your nails off. Yeah, I'm glad that you don't anymore. That's a bad habit. I think a lot of people have. Let's see. Fired 2 food contractors for finding maggots in the meat. Oh! Oh no! Oh, that's really bad. Oh no. I don't like that. That would be cannibalism. Oh boy. I've heard that maggots can be very nutritious. You eat rats, huh? Interesting. What do they taste like? I feel like I would not ever eat a rat. I mean, I'm sure if they were like taken care of, like bred rats that you fed a specific diet, they might be fine. But just like the idea of a rat to me sounds like a trash eater, which sounds like something you shouldn't be eating. Although I guess pigs are in that category too, and I eat ham. Oh boy. Well, Strawberry, you get to ride military planes when you're military. Don't eat at your school's cafeteria because first, you don't eat at school, and second, you're afraid of the food. You don't know if it's even rational, but it's good. No, I actually 100% agree with you. Last year I ate at my school's cafeteria, because I was on the meal plan and I get them for free, so I might as well take advantage of it. But this year I moved off campus, so I'm now a commuter, and the commuter meal plan has like less meal swipes basically, and I don't feel like I should waste them on the cafeteria because the cafeteria is not that great. However, my cafeteria is very good for a college cafeteria, and if you're in high school, those are even worse. I was not a big fan of my cafeteria food in high school. There was one year where my brother and I realized that like every time we would drink the milk in the cafeteria, our throats would be sore afterwards, and then like at the end of the year they realized that the milk provider had been giving them spoiled milk. So yeah, fun stuff. We don't like school cafeterias. America is so fascinating. I suppose so. Rat doesn't sound that bad. I think they would probably be pretty crispy. Maybe. I just have like Shrek in my head now when they're eating like skewered rats. I really don't know what's going on with this rat eating right now, but it's okay. You eat sardines often, you love the cracking. Ugh. I'm glad you enjoy that. Weirds me out a little bit, but you do you. Only times you've tasted blood is whenever your tooth fell out. Oh, fair. I've also had some nasty nosebleeds that have like gotten into my mouth. I've also had nosebleeds bad enough that the blood like drained back into my stomach and then I coughed it up, so that's a lot of fun. Had the taste of blood in my throat, and that wasn't great. But I used to like the taste of blood as a kid, and I used to suck on pennies because I thought they tasted similar. I think after the bad nosebleeds though, I stopped liking it. Fish fillet is pretty good. I like seafood for the most part. Invasive catfish? See, that's the perfect situation for you as a fish eater. Yeah. Maybe not great for the environment in the area, but you know, good for people who want to eat them. Yeah, honestly, not everyone has to like fish. That just means more for me. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza? Okay. As long as you can agree that it still tastes good anyway. I really enjoy pineapple on pizza. I like Hawaiian pizza. And I have Italian in me, so I've been told it's disgraceful that I have that opinion. But pineapple on pizza's good. It wouldn't be my number one choice. I probably wouldn't like order it specifically unless I was really craving it, but yeah. Pineapple actually has tons of tiny needles in which yeah, I've heard about that. It literally fights back. Yeah, this is why it stings your tongue. I think that's fascinating. Blood tastes like pennies because of the iron that's in both. Yep. Tell us your deepest, darkest secrets. I don't have very deep, dark secrets, I'm sorry. And you can't know about the skeletons in my closet. They're, the government can't know about them. There are digestive enzymes in the pineapples? Yeah, pineapple's weird. You stole this human body and you'll never give it back. Bruh. It's a little bit rude. Yes. Pineapple is eating you and you're eating it back. It's odd. It's an odd fruit. Ugh. That sounds like fun. At this point, I don't know how much of what's happening in chat is real and how much is not real, but we'll go with it. It's an interesting vibe. Pineapple is specifically good on Hawaiian pizza. So without the ham, it's not good? That's what I'm hearing here? I would not put it on our special, no. For those not in the know, our special, aka what we always get from our favorite Italian New York pizza place, it's pepperoni, meatball, and ricotta cheese as the toppings. And no, I would not put pineapple on that. It's a perfect pizza without pineapple. Found out that you had asthma after a cold you had. Ooh. That is not fun. I do not have any breathing issues, but I know a lot of people who do, and I do not envy them. Oh, of course, you would never lie. I believe 100% of everything you've said, Strawberry. You're surviving. I mean, what else can you do? You have that too, like, as in, asthma, huh? Yeah. I feel like everybody does. Not everybody, but like a lot of people. Yeah, it's a very good pizza, Lucas. It is fantastic. Aw, twinsies. Asthma buddies. Had a bad year for health. Aw, I'm sorry. I hope it gets better for you. Or at least you learn how to treat your health issues. Because that's always a good thing. Yeah. Had like 8 colds. Oh boy. That really stinks. That's like constant colds. Yeah, I hope you don't inherit any more chronic illnesses too. Good luck with that. Genetically inherited illnesses and things are no fun for sure. So recovering from your last cold, oof. I hope you get fully recovered and don't get another one. Oh boy, that doesn't sound fun. Yeah, I hope you guys are managing your illnesses properly, taking care of yourselves, you know, staying healthy in all the ways you can. Yeah, missing school is nice, but the makeup work does suck. I agree with that statement. No curses allowed here. This is a curse-free zone. Oh, no. That's an interesting way to cure someone. Let's see. Stream is doing surprisingly okay. Weird. You've saved another life, congratulations. Think you have to go now? Okie dokie. Good luck working on those art trades, and have a great rest of your day, and thanks for coming by. I'm actually surprised we've been able to stream this long. I kind of expected that it was gonna die. I'm glad it didn't, though. The stream is much more fun than studying. Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. I think almost anything is more fun than studying. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I do have to agree with Lucas that you do need to study. But you know, you can make studying more fun. Listen to the stream or something else in the background. I don't know if you can handle both at once. Are you sure, Strawberry? Maybe he is your real dad. I have to admit I don't really study, but don't follow my example. Please put in more effort to your education than I do. Yeah. Well, maybe the one you don't know is Lucas. You know? You found him. You want more fathers? Well, I guess you can't have too many. Let's see. You don't study either so long as those bees. Oops. Keeping bees and not studying, that's the ideal situation. Although I can't say I keep straight A's and B's, but that's not because I don't study, it's because I don't always finish my homework. But don't tell anybody. Gotta catch them all. All of this is real. I believe it. Sounds so cursed out of context. Oh yeah, a little bit. Oh, I just pulled up these characters and did not explain anything of who they are or what they're doing on screen. Yeah, so these are the other two characters that have been rotting my brain. They're the two characters that I've been considering writing a comic about. I have a whole like story concept for them, and even like the beginnings of a script for their comic. I've been kind of slowly working on it for a while, but I'm a little scared to actually like start it. Putting yourself up for adoption. Who want? Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not allowed to have animals in the place I'm renting right now, so I can't adopt you. Sorry. Yes. I'm terrible, Lucas. I don't do my work. I'm a bad student, and I'm studying to be a teacher, which makes it worse. That I am the bad student that I'm probably not going to like when I'm a teacher, but oh well, it is what it is. He looks like a tsundere. He is a tsundere. Yeah. This is Sebastian, or as I like to call him, Sebi, and this is as I like to call him, Pepsi. There's a story behind them. It's actually, I guess I have to explain the whole context. Well, they're based off of stuffed animals that I have. Sebi is based off of a Build-A-Bear that I've had for years, whose name is Sebastian, and Pepsi is based on an IKEA polar bear. The IKEA polar bear, when I got him, I thought he looked just like the Coca-Cola mascot, so I named him Pepsi because I thought it was funny. and so that's why his nickname's Pepsi. But he has a real name, I swear. But I just call him Pepsi. Your character designs are more intricate. I have a couple character designs that are more intricate, but see, when I have a really intricate character design, I don't want to draw them all the time. I just get tired of drawing all the details, so I kind of just I don't draw complicated characters much. I like to make designs that I can make like into a comic. So like I could draw these character designs over and over again and not get completely sick of it. So they work for a comic. Intricate characters I love, and I love seeing other people's intricate designs. It's just I can't draw them often enough to put them in a comic. So I prefer simpler character designs. I'm glad you like the idea, Lucas. I'm glad you like my art strawberry. Thank you guys for the compliments. Hey, let me show you actually. Wait, you can start them while I'm pulling up the other one. There's another one that's also based off of a stuffed animal. Let me see. There she is. This is Rosie. And Rosie is based off of my first ever Build-A-Bear that I got when I was a small child. Yeah, and is pink and has a heart-shaped spot on her tummy. So there's that. I created these two first, and then I felt bad that Rosie didn't have a character when my other Build-A-Bear did, because I've had Rosie most of my life. So yeah, I did that too. And now they're all friends. There is a Discord to join. Yeah. The link should be in the description, but if that link doesn't work, let me know and I'll give you a new one. Because sometimes they do expire even though I set them not to. Yeah, gonna say it gave off Build-A-Bear vibes. That's because it is. we like Build-A-Bear characters here. Although I have a few other characters for this setting that are not based off of stuffed animals, and now I feel like I need stuffed animals for them. So maybe someday I will get stuffed animals and name them the same things as my characters who I did not design off of stuffed animals. Yeah. There's this girl who's I think I decided she's an Akita Inu. So she's a doggo, and then we've got these two. Boop. So he's a horse and he's a donkey, and they're best friends. So I need a horse, I need a donkey, and I need specifically Akita Inu. And the problem with that is that those are slightly more niche things. The horse would probably be the easiest to find. Yeah, but I might have to hunt down stuffed animals of them someday. Yeah, me when I didn't make Rosie a character first. I betrayed her. Oh well. She has a character now, so it's fine. All is made right in the world. Seeing your art style non-chibi body type feels illegal. Oh, here, I'll make it worse. I have more. There you go. There's the horse and the donkey in a non-chibi style. It does feel a little weird because I am always sharing my chibi art. But yeah, I can draw more than chibis. My chibis are just cuter. Punk boy and singing girl. Yeah. Punkin songs is yeah. Except he's a boy. He's just got long hair. Anyway. I think that's all of the characters now that you guys have seen. Yeah, you now have seen all of the characters. Oh, no, you haven't! I feel like a terrible person. I forgot about Auburn, this boy, who's chaotic, and also a Build-A-Bear. Because, I got the Jack-O-Lantern Build-A-Bear last year. And, and so I made him a character, too. Adaptable, probably way more with art classes. Well, maybe. Yeah. I am less adaptable than I should be for art classes, actually, but I'm managing. You know, I can do some different things, just not as high quality as some of the other artists. But that's okay because I'm teaching art, not selling it. Join into Discord, sweet. He looks like a wild child. Yes, he is a wild child. Looks like your art task humanized with all the paint. Makes sense. Understandable. Yeah, so he's like the chaotic little boy who is always like wandering around town with no parental supervision, and nobody knows like where he came from or what he's doing there. And they're all wondering where his mom is, as he's causing chaos and mayhem. But also he likes to read, and so the way to get him to behave is just to hand him a book, and then he'll just sit in a cozy corner and read. Which also means, though, that he terrorizes Sebastian, because Sebastian works at a library. So just gotta draw everything in a chibi art style. Chibi Mona Lisa, chibi landscape. Yeah. However that would look like. Absolutely, yeah. That's gotta do that. Gotta make my way through art school with only chibis. I think my art teachers would hate me, but you know, whatever works. Chibi landscape would look like marshmallow hills and mountains. You know what? Yeah, could make sense. Everything like bubbly. I've got ideas spinning around my head now. Officially a Discord member! Woohoo! We're expanding. The army only grows. And now through the Discord you can also see Arashi's gaming content, which he uploads more often than I upload anything. Because I'm a loser. That's mostly a joke. I do have multiple videos in progress that I need to just finish editing. I don't enjoy editing that much, so I take a while to do it, but I need to just suck it up and get it done. Look at that grumpy boy. How many people are in there? That's a good question. Let me check. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like I haven't checked in a while. 25 members. So it's pretty small right now, but slowly growing. And it's active enough, you know. It's not super active. It's pretty chill, but people come in here and there and chat and share their art and stuff like that. It's fun. It's a good little group. There's some good art in the art channel right now, in the server. Good stuffs. So my favorite part is just seeing everybody's art. Okay. Editing seems like it would suck. It depends on the person. Arashi apparently enjoys it. I don't. I think most people don't, but some people do. It also kind of depends. Like, sometimes it can be fun, but I'm usually doing very basic, like, cut and moving things around type, like, you know, I have a voiceover recorded that I have to cut out dead spaces and, like, arrange it to sit over the right part of the video and stuff like that. It's just kind of, like, tedious editing, and that stuff's just not that fun. But if it's the kind of editing where you're adding graphics and stuff, that can be pretty fun. Yes, make all the friends. I feel that, Cabbage. You can do it. If you just can't get the arm right, just take a break for a while and come back to it. I found that helps a lot of the time. Looking at all the art as a non-artist is fun. I bet it is. It's fun for me as an artist as well. I feel like I haven't drawn these characters in forever, but I kind of have. I think I doodled them recently, but I guess I haven't been doodling them much. I never forget how to draw them though, they're simple enough designs. And one of my favorite things about drawing Sebi is that he has these, like, teddy bear t-shirts. It's just, like, a bear head on them. But then, like, I'll put, like, different sayings and stuff on it. Just to, like, mix it up and make it clear that there are multiple different t-shirts that just look pretty much the same. So, like, my favorite design of his that I probably draw the most often is, like, It's bear with me, but it's bear as in like teddy bear, but it's also like please bear with me because I'm because he's hard to deal with. And it's stupid, but I like it. Gonna stay in chat for a bit, then to take a break. Understandable. Hide the arm behind their body. I mean, it works. You can drop fan art. Aw. I'd be so happy. But you don't have to, though. And if you need reference images of any of them, just let me know in the Discord since you're in there now. And I'll send them your way. Let's see. Is there any place where you can find references? Oh, as I literally just answered. Go ahead and yeah, I'll send them through the Discord. You can also look at my Instagram, but they're not really, like, it's gonna be hard to find everyone, so I wouldn't really bother. I can just send references. It's easier. I don't really have a, like, OC hashtag that I keep them in. I did for a while, but I felt like I was never using it, so. Let's see. You use Pinterest for references? I think that is a good idea, and sometimes I do as well. I have a board for like character design ideas, one for background design ideas, stuff like that. It's also fun to make mood boards for like characters and stuff like that for inspiration. You have a bear OC too? I want to see him. His jacket. Understandable. Complicated design. That's hard to draw, and so you don't draw him. But I want to see him. Yeah, I like bear OCs. I think they are underappreciated. There are not enough of them. Although that goes for a lot of animals in general. Any animal that's not a dog, fox, wolf, cat, yeah, that's about it. Any animal that's not those is underappreciated in the OC world. Not that those animals are bad. I have plenty of dog and cat OCs as well. One of my favorite OCs is a fox. So like, you know, no hate to them. I love them, but we need more of OCs of other animals. The cat emoji came out of nowhere. Well, it's an assassin cat. It sneaked in because you were talking about assassins. I don't know. One of the most fun things about drawing Sebi is that his hair is always messy and floofy, and I can just kind of make it a mess and it's always in character. It's pretty great. He basically has an eternal bedhead. Their explanation. Imagine a 35-year-old man with brown hair, a beard, and glasses. Imagine him buff and like 2 meters tall. So conversion, that's roughly 6 feet tall for the USA folks. Scar on face. Okay, now understand he wears only pastel color and talks and acts like a teenage girl. Oh my gosh, I love that. I do appreciate like buff, like masculine men who like have a feminine side. I enjoy. That's fun. The gasp. Yeah. I have a weakness for any character that wears pastels. Yes, and I enjoy the contrast of the character. I like me some good contrast in a character. You're welcome. Gave you the conversion off the top of my head. Well, really, because, you know, 2 meters is a really easy conversion. At least for me, because I know something about, you know, that stuff. Okay, Strawberry, I believe you for sure. The air said it. Nice. Oh yeah, I'm a huge mathematics pro. I know all the maths. I'm so good at math. Just ask me any math question. I won't answer it. Yeah, I've just gotten vaguely familiar with the metric system when it comes to like heights and basic measurements. And they were roommates anyway. Because I've well, one, I've interacted with a lot of people from like Europe and whatnot, so for like my characters' reference sheets and explanations and stuff like that, I always look up what they are in meters, so I can list like their height in feet and meters for other people to understand. And also like I've gotten into like fashion and like sewing and stuff, and a lot of people who do that use centimeters. So, yeah, I have, like, a vague familiarity with, like, meters and centimeters. But I couldn't tell you exact conversions of, like, anything. Only vague ideas. I'm an honorary European. Wow. Thank you. I'm so proud. Oh! I just banged my knee against my desk. Don't worry about it. I almost called it an elbow too. I guess it's a leg elbow. I believe 31.5 centimeters per foot. Let's see. .5 centimeters to feet. Yeah. Looks like it. But this one says 1 foot is equal to 30.48 centimeters. .5. Everyone has like a slightly different, it seems, but I'm sure it's just there's no exact, because they don't line up perfectly. Worked with rulers quite a bit, and a 1 foot ruler stops at 31.5. I usually just meter sticks, rather than like pay attention to, I don't know how many centimeters are on like a foot ruler. So like I know 1 meter is like 3 feet. But yeah. We must refrain from saying anything funny while Strawberry is gone. No funny business. It's all serious talk now. Off by 1 centimeter. Oh well. Why am I on eraser? Okay. Bear apple. There we go. His newest t-shirt design. I just came up with that on the spot. I'm always trying to think of new puns for his stupid bear t-shirts. Where do you store meter sticks? Those are large? Yeah, I usually see them, I guess, in like, I don't know, like we had one in my science classroom in middle school. Like, places where people actually, like, need them for projects and stuff. I don't think most people really own a meter stick. Yeah. I mean, you could store one in, like, a closet or a garage or something. Think your OC's broken arms been sitting out for long enough? Gonna give it another attempt? Good luck. Godspeed. I hope it comes out well. I've almost finished my cup of tea. That might mean that we're getting close to the end of stream. Thought you just had a meter stick in your room? You know what? I can't really put it past me. It's something I wouldn't be surprised by myself if I owned a meter stick. I don't. Roll it up and make it into a tiny space. And I have like the bendable little like measuring tape that you use for like measuring people for clothes and stuff like that. I use one of those more than anything else. How long do you stream? 1 teacup, essentially. I feel like I made a tweet about this at one point, maybe, or else I thought about making a tweet about it. But like, my tea system is like, it's like a good measurement of streaming, because I drink tea really slow, especially when I'm talking. So I have a cup of tea for a while. So when I'm getting ready to stream, I'll like, maybe like half an hour before stream, I'll start boiling the water for tea. And then when the tea is, like when the water's boiled, I start steeping the tea. And then it'll be more like, I don't know, maybe like 15 minutes before stream starts is when I should start steeping my tea. So that it'll be done steeping in like, I don't know, 5 minutes. And then it'll have like 10-ish minutes to cool down. And by the time I start streaming, it's usually just cool enough for me to start drinking it. I always have tea while I'm streaming because it's good for my throat so I can talk longer. But then, like, I drink it so slow that, like, by the time I finish it, I'm about ready to end the stream. So, like, my tea is, like, my timing for my streaming. It's kind of convenient. But I did also bring up a creamy coconut flavored Dr. Pepper just in case I run out of tea and need to keep streaming. You need one of those clothes rulers. You're making some cosplays. Yes! I'm so excited. You have to share pictures of your cosplays. I want to see. I've been wanting to get into cosplays for years, and I just never have because it's complicated and costs money. But yeah, you can get the little rulers like anywhere, any craft store, or if you have like a Joann's Fabric or like any kind of fabric store near you, they'll probably have them there. You can also go to like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or someplace like that. Anywhere should have like a little sewing section, and they should be there. And they're like $1. So yeah, go pick one up. Tea seems nice while streaming. It is excellent. Yes. Nice and hot. Which is soothing and comforting and tastes good. Yes, it is my go-to. You will be eating yummy chips now and not sharing. How rude! I want chips. No, enjoy your chips though. Absolutely share photos. Been trying to get into it, then found some friends who cosplay. Yay! It's always nice having friends to get into it with. I had some friends in high school who I was planning on cosplaying with at one point. There was like a game that had come out recently that we were all really into, so we were all going to be a character from the game. But all the characters' designs were really complex, and it would have been a lot of work, and none of us actually completed the cosplay. Only one of us actually started working on it. So that's a reminder to everybody else to stay hydrated. What game was it? Ni no Kuni 2. We were all really into Ni no Kuni 1, which is one of my favorite games. And then the second one came out, and we were really hyped about it. It's also a really good game. And so we were gonna play as like the 3 main like characters from it. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and look it up. It's just so pleasant. The original game, the concept art is by the Ghibli studio. So if you guys like Studio Ghibli movies, you'll like the style of this game. It is fantastic. And I think the first game's my favorite because the story is just so good, but the second game is also really good, and it's just a different style. And the characters for both are fantastic. And yeah. Oh, you remember this? Yeah. Yeah, I was... Oh, I don't remember her name now. I don't remember any of their names, but I was gonna be the chaotic little girl. Yeah. My teacher just sent my class an email to prank our principal. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is a based teacher right there. Ni no Kuni good. I second this. It's a cute looking game. Yep. It is indeed a cute game. It is precious and also emotional. They make you cry in like the intro of the game. It's great. I definitely recommend it. It's kind of like similar to like a Tales game in the style. And so like if you like that kind of like JRPG style game, yeah, I definitely recommend Ni no Kuni. It is fun. Thought you meant you didn't remember your friends' names? Oh. That'd be really sad if I didn't remember my friends' names. No, I don't remember the characters' names. It's been a long time, and I never actually played the second game myself. I just watched other people play it. I did play the original game, though. This is part of the reason why the original is my favorite and not the second, because I just haven't actually played the second myself. But, yeah. They're both good. In the Littlewood did a gameplay series of Ni no Kuni. If you want to find gameplay footage, we watched that many, many years ago. Oh yeah, Tawny or Tanny, depending on which, if it was English or Japanese. Yes, that is right. Tawny was the girl. That was the character I was gonna cosplay as. And I feel like the lion boy's name started with an E. Classic little royal boy name. I don't remember. Yeah. And then the President of the United States. which is actually not even a joke. One of the characters in this game is literally the President of the United States. But isekai'd into a fantasy world. And then he has to babysit a prince Evan! Yes, baby boy Evan. Oh yes, Roland was the president. Evan was the prince, who was like half lion. And then Tanny was the chaotic little tribal girl, or whatever the heck they were. Arashi has a good memory, specifically when it comes to video game related things. And also, we sunk many hours into obsessing over these games, to be fair. Mr. President should be a playable character. He is! Yeah. You literally, it's like, how to describe? It's a party-based game where, like, you have a whole bunch of characters fighting at the same time. And I don't remember if you switch between them or just choose which one you're controlling or what, but, like, yeah, you can literally play as the President of the United States, but, like, reincarnated as a beautiful anime man. It's pretty interesting, though, like, his intro cutscene. Actually, I think it's how the entire game begins. Isn't it the very beginning of the game? They intro with the president in, like, the back seat of his limo or whatever, as he's, like, going to, like, a meeting or something. Something political's going on. I don't remember the conversation. But then, like, you see, like, a nuke go above his head and, like, destroy the city, and he just sees the flash of light and then wakes up as a beautiful anime man in a fantasy world, and then has to save the prince that's, being, hunted by rat men. It's quite an intro. This game just became so much better. Yes. His spell is yeah, he literally shoots people with a gun while everyone else is using fantasy powers. It's actually amazing. It is so good. I've completely polished off my tea. It's gone. You know what that means? Stream's over. No, I'm just kidding. Not quite yet. Unless you guys want me to end stream. Because you hate me. No, I'm kidding too. We will wrap up pretty soon though. I think there is no reason to continue much longer. I have to decide between ending in like the next few minutes or opening my Dr. Pepper. I guess it wouldn't hurt to open my Dr. Pepper. I haven't drawn him in so long I forgot how his hair worked for a second. Yeah, okay. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. You can't get rid of me. Little did you know that this stream never ends. It's like Hotel California, but a live stream. You try to turn it off and it just comes back. You can't get... Or a literally can of Dr. Pepper. It's literally a can of Dr. Pepper. There it is. It's open. I could open up my Catboy OC for you. Also, my Dr. Pepper fizzed a bit, so I'm gonna go get Dr. Pepper off my hands real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And if you heard me drop something that clattered, no you didn't. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Stream lagging for anyone? Let me check it. Yeah, it looks like it might be struggling a bit. It doesn't say it dropped that many frames, but it also says that it's not happy. Interesting. The cold sizzle of a fresh Dr. Pepper, indeed. The doctor ordered the stream to lag. Dr. Pepper, no. Why would he do this to me? They're taking a minute to load. I know, Lucas. I thought it would be fine because it's been sitting here so long. Like, I haven't touched it, I haven't shaken it. So I figured it would not be that fizzy. So I didn't flick it like a fool. I should have. I should never trust a soda can. Stream is good now? Good. Here's Catboy for Strawberry's pleasure. Sounded like you hit a rack of silverware. Yeah, it was metal. It was actually the bar for the hand towel in the bathroom. It's been loose, and if you are not careful with it, it literally falls off the wall. So that's what that was. Even if you don't drink soda, you'll use that? Yeah. More like Dr. Pepper. Creamy coconut Dr. Pepper is pretty good, by the way. I could recommend probably all of Dr. Pepper's weird flavors. The strawberry vanilla one is the best one, I think. I haven't seen like the orange one in a long time, but that one was really good too. And also just regular vanilla Dr. Pepper, and the creamy coconut is good. They're all good. I'm glad you're enjoying the Catboy. It is indeed a cat and a boy. It is a Catboy. He also has one of my favorite emotes to use. I don't think it's in my Discord server, but maybe it should be. It's in another Discord server that I'm in, but this is my favorite emote. Hang on, I'll show you the full image too. There you go. Oh, this is a tiny low-res one. Wait, is there a bigger one? A less pixelated one? Oh yeah, this one's less pixelated. Why didn't I see this one at first? Okay, there you go. This is my favorite emote to use ever because it's just got so much chaotic energy. This is anytime I'm being like mischievous or scheming or, you know, yeah, I use it. Probably my most used emote. Your prank was to uninstall the bathroom towel rack? No! Why would you do this to me? Strawberry likes Mittens a normal amount. Oh yeah, that's his nickname, by the way. It's Mittens. He gave himself that name because he doesn't like his real name. Yeah. Anyway, that is Le Boy. Gonna tap out? Okay. See you, Rice. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good rest of your day. How old is he? What does he like? What's his name? And everything else, I'm sure. Can you pet him? He would love to be put attention. He's kind of a brat, but he's also kind of sweet. As long as you're nice to him, he'll be nice to you. And he will demand pets. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. And he like never stops moving. He's a little bit chaotic, but he's in a cute way, in a cute, slightly bratty way. It's working? Nice, 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 nice. Nice, nice. Nice. I can't really tell in my preview of it. Let me try loading it again. Maybe it's just my internet that's not working on my end. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I'll call it soon. Here's the emo one of him if you didn't get to see it yet. Never mind. Yeah, I see it's buffering on my end now too. No! You cannot have this. Well, we'll, It's working for you? We'll see how it happens. Yay, I'm back! Excellent. Well, since it is kind of coming in and out, not working well, I think I'll go ahead and call it here. And we will come back to sharing about the deep dark OC lore and obsessing over Catboys together another time. So thank you everybody for coming out, for having a good time with me. It's been a blast. And I am glad that you enjoyed all of my my crazy little OCs and